Chapter 16 of Pee Wee Harris Adrift. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Ralph James. Pee Wee Harris Adrift by Percy Keese Fitzhugh, Chapter 16, Before the Party. Meanwhile, we must return to the mother country to take note of important happenings there. While our doughty explorers were eating their hunter's stew in this strange land and sprawling beneath their tree in the gathering twilight surrounded by unknown perils, the gay Silver Fox Patrol returned from New York after a day spent in shopping and sightseeing. They proceeded at once to their railroad car down by the river, where they found the Ravens, who had just returned from a hike. Soon the Elks, returning from an auto ride, joined their comrades and a lively discussion occurred. It pertained to the lawn party to be given that evening at the home of Miss Minerva Skybrow of the Campfire Girls. "What time do you have supper at your house?" Doc Carlson asked Roy Blakely. "We have it about 8 o'clock on Saturdays," said Roy. "My father's playing golf." "Same here," said Artie Van Arlen. "My father has to stay late so as to beat your father." "If he stays at the links long enough to do that, you'll never see him again," said Roy. "What time is this racket supposed to be, anyway?" 8 sharp, said Grove Brosden. "Are we going to go all separately together, or all separated at once?" Roy asked. "Positively," said Ward Hollister. "Positively what?" asked Connie Bennett. "It's all the same to me, only different," said Roy. "Only this is what I was thinking. We all have supper at different times except Pee Wee, and he has supper all the time. As Abraham Lincoln said at the Battle of Marne, some people are half hungry all the time, some people are all hungry half the time, but Pee Wee is all hungry all the time. I wonder where he is, anyway." "Down in Bennett's having a soda, I guess," said Westy Martin. "Is he going to the party?" Tom Warner asked. "Search me," said Westy. "I guess not. He doesn't dance. I heard someone say he was up with some fellows up at the river." "Starting a new bunch of patrols, I suppose," said Roy. "Bentley's gardener saw him somewhere," said Wig Weglin. "It's just possible he was somewhere," said Roy. "I've often known him to go there. Let's talk of something pleasant. What do you say we get a light supper down here? Anybody that wants to go home and dress can do it, only he has to hustle. She wants us to wear our scout suits anyway. She said so. I say let's get a few eats down here and then wash up and all hike it up there together. United we stand. What are we going to do to eat?" Grover Bronson said. "I don't see anything here but some fish hooks and a package of tacks." "Listen to the voice from Pee Wee's old patrol," said Roy. "Eats. I'll fry some killies. Haven't we got some milk chocolate and Ulika biscuits? I bet there's a large crowd of peanuts and other junk in Pee Wee's locker. Can't you wait until you get to Minerva's? She'll have chicken salad and ice cream and sandwiches and cake and lemonade and paper napkins and souvenirs and everything. We'll feel more like eating a little later. What do you all say? If each of us goes home, we'll never get together again. We'll all straggle in there one by two. Suppose she doesn't have anything but a couple of fancy boxes of bonbons. You know how girls are," said Doc Carson. "Safety first, that's what I say." "I haven't had anything to eat since lunchtime," said Ralph Warner. "Minerva wouldn't wish anything like that on us," said Connie. "You said it," said Roy. "They're not passing around famines up at her house. Where do you think we're going? To Russia? Minerva's got the Sandwich Islands green with envy. What's the use of spoiling refreshments by eating now? You fellows are worse than the children of Armenia. I say let's have a swim. The tide is nice and high, and then rest up and eat some crackers and hike up to the party. They'll be throwing chocolate cake at us up there. My patrol all have their good suits on. Most of the rest of you have some Christmas tree regalia in your lockers, and the others can beat it home and hurry it back. What do you say?" "Aye," Roy shouted, carried by a large majority. "Come on, let's go in for a swim while the tide's up. That will help to give us an appetite." "What do you mean, help to give us one?" asked Artie Van Arlen. "Haven't I got 4 already?" "Well, when you come out of the water, you'll have 5, said Roy. Suppose, said Dory Benton, who was ever cautious. Just suppose, they should only have ladyfingers and grape juice or something like that." He stood uncertain, dangling his bathing suit. "Suppose they should have afternoon tea crackers. Did you ever eat those?" "They're more likely to have roast turkey," said Roy. "Don't I go up there every couple of days and play tennis? I can't play the game even because they're always pushing a chunk of cake into my left hand." "I know, Roy," said Ward Hollister. He also was a far-sighted and thoughtful boy who did his homework in the afternoon and started on New Year's savings up for next Christmas. But this is a lawn party, Japanese napkins and lettuce and things like that. We're taking an awful chance, Roy. We may get salted almonds. You should worry, said Roy. Here's your bathing suit. Come on, we've only got about an hour. Think of the poor children of Europe. Minerva Skybrow is positively guaranteed. I never saw such a bunch. You're always worrying about something. And with that, by way of starting things, he pushed Connie Bennett into the water. End of chapter 16. Recording by Ralph James.